Hey, yo, we back at it again. Ray's podcast. You know it's your boy Ray. You know I'm coming live from Hello Studios, beautiful downtown Dallas. Such a beautiful day. Such a great day to be alive. Thank y'all for rocking with your boy one more time, rocking with us. Couldn't do this without y'all, so we greatly appreciate it. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. That means the world to us, all right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all tuning in to me. So since y'all be tuning in, I like to pour back into y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know you may be going through some bad times, bad days, bad week. But this is the time of the show we like to reset that. Hit Control Alt Delete. No matter what the situation is going on, just know here on my show, Ray's podcast, just in case nobody told you today, I just want you to know that you're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason. Hey, you're stronger than you think. See, whatever it is you're going through right now, you're going to get through this. See, on my show, I'm glad you're alive. Don't give up. So when you have hard times coming up, you just go back to those words. Like, I can't get through this. I can do what I put my mind to. And I promise to make any situation better, all right? Yo, so let's get into it, yo. Got a great episode planned out for you. We got a returning guest in the building. So I don't know if y'all remember back in the Gap, when we in the old studio, the OG studio, back when everybody was still on the show. Shout out my brother Ray Rock, TikTok, Sweat, Big D Wagyu Ray. Back when, we were both hosting full time. We did this show. It's called People's Revolt. Really cool girls, Kali and Shabby. But we got Kali back in the building, okay? She brought her alter ego, Cauliflower, is in the building. Yo, I want y'all to give a warm Ray's podcast welcome to my homie, Kali, a.k.a. Cauliflower. What's up? How we doing? Doing all right?
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm glad to be back. We're here. We're on a different level now. Yeah, and I'm ready.
See the people, they love you. They love you in the background. They can't get enough of you. They can't get enough of you.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to pull up on us. I know you got a lot of things going on in life. So we want to get right into it. Talk to the people, all right? So I want you to do is catch up to people, the day ones. We'll get into that later. There's the reason why I use that terminology. So the day ones on Ray's podcast, let's catch them up what you've been doing since the last time you were on the show with People's Revolt. And, catch up to new people that are watching too, like who you are. And what's been going on with you, all right?
All right. Sit down. It's story time. Now I'm going to make it quick. So like Ray said, I co-owned a company with Shabby called People's Revolt. And what started was that music was going to be the end goal anyways. But in the midst of it, I found someone who we wanted to collaborate together with and really help the artists in DFW, help them expand and grow their own, creative lane. But throughout those 4 years of learning that, once we kind of took a step back, for our own reasons, music started to become the forefront again. So after helping other creatives out in the industry, I was like, it's time to take some of that knowledge, put it into what I've always wanted to do, music, the dream, and just start getting it rolling, be my own publicist, be my own marketing team, be my own all of that. And that kind of went into Cauliflower. I knew that when I went into music again, I wanted to bring like the sounds of Summer Walker, Janae, Ariana into my own sound. And so here we are today as Cauliflower, now the R&B artist, former publicist.
Okay. Now, do you still do any publishing work, or do you just straight R&B now? What you got going on?
We all have a little side hustle, so I still got a little PR on the side. If you're a creative out there who needs help, my services are still very much here. I want to help as many people as I can, but music is definitely at the forefront for myself now.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. But let's rewind it back a little bit. You're talking about doing the PR and marketing, okay? Everybody got the side hustle, okay? So also like you're an artist, so you have both of those hats. So what if another artist came to you like, hey, I want you to do some PR and marketing for me, and they ask you, what reassurances do I have that you're gonna pour as much time into me that you will yourself? How do you handle that situation?
I mean, when people come to me for PR marketing, I'm always going to assume that it's because it's for that specific expertise. And I can bring that. But at the end of the day, I can only market as much as you're marketing yourself. So I'm going to still pour in. music's still always going to be there. I mean, I still have a 9-to-5 job, like a lot of artists out here who are trying to do it, but I'm still going to help as much as I can. But you also have to come with enough for me to help with, if that makes sense.
Facts. So also too, we're juggling those multiple hats, artist, PR, marketing, also having, the 9-to-5 job. How do you balance your time? How do you determine, okay, this music gets this much time, this marketing PR gets this much time, my job gets, of course, it gets this much time.
Mm-hmm.
How do you balance it all out?
I mean, I think to kind of go into the 9-to-5, I always tell myself you have to do things you don't want to do in order to do the things you do want to do. So when it comes to that, I mean, I got to put my all into that because ultimately that's going to be what's funding my dream. But when it comes to the music and content curation and just, working on my health and mental health, all those things, I make sure I created this daily list that sits on my fridge at home now that it's like Kali's daily routine. And it's like making sure I do a morning workout, working on music for at least an hour, content creation for at least an hour. So I like to check things off. I'm the type of person who needs to check something off to feel, fulfilled for the day. So I definitely make sure I do that. But it also comes with a lot of sacrifices. So I don't see friends as much. I don't see family as much. But I do definitely make sure I make time for them. But it's all about making sure, like, what's your priority? So in this season for me, it's music. So a lot of things that's going to have to come at the forefront.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I want you to talk to me about the transition from doing the marketing PR full-time into the music. Was it like a seamless transition, or was it a little difficult? Any hurdles you had to go through, or, talk to me.
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say it was pretty smooth just because I was doing PR and marketing for music and creatives in this industry, which means I was doing any and everything I could do to get more experience, not to just help out my clients or help other people out, but also at the end of the day, make sure when I was ready to do this, I was helping myself out. So through having a PR marketing firm, everybody needs marketing. I mean, if you want to be successful, everybody needs marketing. And so I met a lot of people through that. I went through a lot of events, got hooked up with a lot of brands. And so from that, now that I'm doing my music thing, it's not like I'm starting from ground zero. I'm starting with people who have supported me as a publicist before, who kind of knew that I was doing music here and there. And now that I'm a full-blown artist, those people are going even harder now.
Man, they're like, okay, I see how hard you go promoting other people. I want to see how hard you go promoting yourself, because that's a key too, self-promotion. I know a lot of people that go harder for other people than themselves. PSA out there, people don't know who needs to hear this. You got to put yourself first sometimes, Go hard for your goddamn self sometimes, ride for yourself. Even though I know you may got some people riding for you, but it's always important to ride for yourself.
Nobody's going to do it like you going to do it.
No one's going to do it. Everyone's favorite person normally is themselves. Period. That's why I tell people, everyone loves themselves. Mm-hmm. So they're normally going to put themselves first, which nothing wrong with that. If it's healthy.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
If
it's healthy. All right, cool. So talk to me, you got this project, Day Ones. Talk to me. What was the vibe like putting this together? What was your thoughts putting this track together? Because I know you got a couple of people featured on this track with you, and just talk to us about that.
Yeah, so Day Ones really started out with meeting up with Pretty Dim. He's a producer based out of Fort Worth, Funky Town. And me and Desmond Walker, he's another R&B artist from Fort Worth. When we all just had a hangout session one day, Pretty was showing us some of his beats that he has. And when we went home with them, I listened to the 4 I had. And for some reason, this beat, which was called, I think, Disco Bunny, it was just it was calling me. I was like, this is a really fun song. Let me try it. And for me, I'm really good at writing 2 types of songs. It's either a very spiteful song or a very sexual, sensual song. I don't know why, but those are the 2 I do really good at. And so with this one, I started kind of going in the sensual, you're at a club route. And I was just like, nah, this doesn't feel right with this. So then I started thinking about, okay, how can we make this song more for the community and give back to people? Because that's what a lot of my values and Pretty's values and Desmond's values were. I'm kind of jumping ahead, but I did ask Desmond to be on this track too once I started writing the song out, and I was like, this would be great with a feature on it. Mm-hmm. So I thought of him, and it kind of all came together just because of the values that we had. And the first original version of the song was awful. It was terrible. We showed our friends it, and they were like, nah,
that's not how it is.
Yeah, you got to rework it. So we're like, okay. But what's crazy is that within 24 to 48 hours, we completely redid the whole song, and that's exactly what you hear it is today. So it was for our community, inspired by the community, and now it's out there for everyone to listen to and bump with their day ones.
Dope. You know, kind of touching on the day ones, kind of rewinding back to what you just said. Your friend said, nah, this ain't the ones.
Mm-hmm.
That is important to have people that are going to, bro, you can go harder. This ain't the one. This ain't the one. Because you have a lot of people out there who just ride homies' coattails. Like, yeah, bro, yeah, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing the music ain't that, bro. Like, being transparent and honest is everything. Like, if you ain't got that from your day ones,
you ain't got day ones.
You ain't got day ones. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, how long's the track been out for now?
The track was released the first week of June, so it's been out for about a month now.
Okay.
Music video just got released last week, so that's been out now. Definitely go check that out too. But it's been out for a good time. You know, it's supposed to be a summer banger for everyone to bump with their friends.
Okay. So, other than day ones, what other projects you got working on right now?
Ooh, so if you've been following me or if not, I've been having this whole... Are we allowed to cuss on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do your thing.
I have a whole fuck girl season that I'm working on right now, which is funny. I know we were just talking about why is R&B so toxic nowadays.
Yeah, man. It's where did we get to as a civilization? Where like, oh, I'm on my fuck boy season, hot girl summer, fuck girl. Where did we get to that in music? You know, I had the episode recently, you know, with the homie Rifleman. Shout out Rifleman. And we had a conversation about, you know, 90s, 2000s hip-hop R&B. You know, the music was very seductive, very sensual. But you can imagine, like, it made you think. Like, it got to the point. But now it's just at the point. As soon as you got songs out there talking about play with my gooch when you sug me and your booty hole brown and your pussy pink and womp you womp, you know, throw babies and all that stuff. Like, where did we get? Like, you know, I know we had vulgar music. I know when I was growing up. I know we had 3 6 Mafia and stuff like that. But like now, it's just like wow. Like,
yeah.
Have you ever heard the censored version of WAP? Every other word is basically censored out. But like, and I'm not bashing people. Like, hey, you know, I like to turn up to their music sometimes. Don't get me wrong. But why is that always the main focus in mainstream of music now? Like, I don't know where we've got this glorification of being toxic. Like, yeah, I'm crazy. I'm toxic. I got my nigga on the side. Like, damn. Like, it's like these females almost sound like being a nigga themselves, bro. Like, so like, where'd it come?
Definitely are reversing from what, you know, it used to be back in the day.
But I mean, here's the thing too, though. Yeah, that's cool with the roles reversing, but like, don't. And this is what I hate. I hate when they use the role reversal as empowerment. That's not necessarily empowerment. Just because you can fuck multiple niggas at a time or date multiple dudes, it's not woman empowerment. It's like you're being a hoe, low key. Like, that's really what you're doing. But it is what it is. Everyone has their own thoughts and beliefs. That's just how I see it, you know. Right. But I mean, that's not a bash anyone. Yeah. I
mean, what goes into that is like you see one song pop off, like let's say Area Codes, right? That song is all over TikTok. So you see that popping off, you're like, dang, let me make a song like this too. And I think the people just end up like following that. But for me, kind of going back to Fuck Girl season, there's a storyline to it. And there's a reason why I believe fuck girls are fuck girls. There's a lot of trauma and pain and things like that goes into it. And I'm about to get deep. Once you go through so much of that in life, you kind of like learn to dissociate from that. And I think that's where enter Funk Girl season comes in.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. But everybody going through something right now. I mean, fuck. Like, that has me like, oh, damn, like, I ain't trying to be mean or anything, but like, god damn. How much y'all gonna throw it in the air and all this shit, bro?
And I think that it's just like the time period where, because, you know, you kind of have to go through that period where you're just like, man, fuck everything. Like, you fall into vices, you fall into distractions, you go through this whole thing. But the key is to not stay there too long.
Facts.
And that's a little hint for, you know, what I'll have later on with my music. But right now we're riding and we're having a good time. All
right. So I want to touch on something you kind of said. You know, you said Area Codes is trending now on TikTok. Let's talk about how TikTok has helped older artists get songs back on the charts. Perfect example, Miguel, Sure Thing, started trending out of nowhere. You know, now it's back on the charts, but 13 years later or something like that, something crazy. That's is insane. Like, perfect example, the homie Charlie Boy. I was at the video shoot for Thick Fine Woman. It was almost a year ago now. That song got trending out of nowhere. He made that song 10 years prior.
Oh, wow.
Till it getting trending. So that's crazy, the power of TikTok, what it is with music. So when you're making music, I said all that to say this, do you make music to try to get it popped off on TikTok? Like, okay, I feel like this will be a song that people can fuck with on TikTok. Because, you know, TikTok is just become its monster. What do you think? How do you approach your music?
I think for me, it just depends what your goal is. Like, I did at one point have a goal where I was like, I just need to pop off as quick as possible. So it's like, what's trending? What can I do? How much content can I make? But now I'm just at a point, and I really like this Rick Rubin video I saw the other day where he was talking about just making music for you. Like, it has to feel good for you first, and then whoever resonates with it, you know, they'll feel the message and they'll get it. So that's more so what I'm trying to do, just because I don't want to be a sellout. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, whatever's your goal. But for me, like with Miguel's thing, that's a classic. I'm trying to make things that's going to come back 13 years and be like, dang, this is good. Not just, oh, this sound was trending in 2023. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you said something about, you know, making music, make sure that you're going to like for yourself first, okay? How hard are you as a critic on yourself?
Oh, you can ask anyone. I am tough. Even with day ones, you know, Pretty was like, you're having demoitis. We just need to release this. And I'm like, it's almost, I think I saw this video of Kanye talking about it too, you know, just like, you just got to put it out. Because the more you sit on it and wait on it, the more little things you're going to want to change. And then it never sees the light of day. Yeah.
Trust me, I know, as from someone that did music, you know, prior, I've got probably about 10, 12-year-old songs that never got released, still sitting on my laptop. I'm like, oh, maybe one day, you know.
See?
Who knows, you know.
And one day never comes.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is, you know. You know, just, you know, sometimes with music, it's how you're feeling at that moment in time.
That's true.
That's how you make your music. Some of that music, I probably don't feel that way anymore, the way I felt when I made that. And, you know, that's why I always tell people that music is probably the most powerful tool there is. It kind of dictates how you're feeling or how you want to feel. Mm-hmm. You know, like if, you know, you get ready for a date and, you know, you got your shorty in your car, you probably going to play some slow jams, you know, something like that. You know, something to set the mood. Not no booty hole brown, nothing like that. No, I'm joking. You know, you kind of want to play something like, okay, you know, how you feeling right now? Like, if you want to go turn up, you playing some turn up music or something like that. Yeah, you know, you going through a little something, you know, you want something slow and low, you know, you turn the lights down, you know, just do it like that. That's what I'm saying. Music is the most powerful thing. It helps trigger your emotions. Mm-hmm. And I think, you know, when people that make music, I'm like, man, you know, you're in control of how people are feeling. So, like, it's crazy to think about that. Like, hey, you as an artist, you can determine how someone's day is going to go or how they want it to go.
How they process what they're going through, all of that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I always think that that's a cool thing as being an artist, all right? So let's talk about this real quick, all right? So, you know, with, you know, doing a lot of the marketing, so what are the things if you've learned with marketing that you've implemented it into your personal music?
Oh, so much. I mean, I think the biggest thing, just because in today's day and age, content is king, it's a lot of content. Like for day ones, I don't know if you looked at the rollout, but I was going all in. I made sure that I had TikToks and Reels and Instagram posts and Facebook posts, and then making sure I'm sending it out to people once it's out. Like I was going all in, and then also doing things like this where I'm on podcasts. I'm making sure I'm getting like news articles written about it, because I think at the end of the day, what a lot of artists don't understand is that you can put out something great, but if no one knows about it,
exactly.
What's the point?
Yeah. What's that old saying? If a tree falls in a forest and no one's around, does it make a sound? Mm-hmm. It kind of goes it's an analogy right there. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you're doing something and you're proud of it, you know, you gotta set it out. Now make sure your stuff is good. Okay. Make sure your stuff is good. I am not trying to knock anybody, but my DM gets flooded with people sending me stuff, and sometimes I don't have the time to get all to it right away. But some of the stuff I'm getting, I'm like, yo, you sent this out? Like, you really sent this out? Like, hey, I mean, if
they believe in it.
Hey, but you always remember too, someone likes it somewhere.
Exactly.
There's always someone that likes it somewhere. It may not be my cup of tea, but there may be someone out there that likes it. But for me, you know, the one thing about having a podcast, it's hard trying not to be biased, because I know what I like, my taste in certain music and things like that. Then not be another person's taste in music. They still may be good people, so that's why you got to learn to listen. Even though you may not like someone's music or what they're doing, still try to get to know that person as a person. Now, once I know you're a person, I feel like, yo, this is a good person. I'm still gonna probably have you come on, like pull up, like yo, pull up. But there's a way also too. There's etiquette. How do you approach people? Some of y'all need to learn some etiquette how to approach people.
I be telling artists, make sure you also like come with it.
Yeah.
Have a media kit ready. Make sure you know how to present yourself.
Don't just be sitting me like, damn, yo, what I gotta do to come on your show? What I gotta do to come on your show? Yo, I'm an artist. How do I set up an interview? Like, first of all, what makes you think you're already gonna automatically get an interview? Okay, don't ask me what I gotta do to come on your show. Like, what I gotta do to set up an interview? But I've had people, because my website. And I'm gonna move on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell this one thing, and we're gonna move forward.
Fine.
I have on my website set up where people, can register as a guest. Like, how you went on, fill out your profile. People automatically do that for themselves and set up their own times to come up to my show. I've had people show up to the studio. I'm in the middle of recording. Someone like, yo, I don't even know who you are, man. Like,
oh no.
Yeah, it's been some weird stuff like that. So people, I said all that to say this:
get a publicist.
the publicist, proper etiquette, do things proper and in order, and I promise you will go further in anything in life if you do things proper and in order, all right?
Yes.
So, to my day ones from Ray Ray's podcast, or this is your first time listening to Ray Ray's podcast, we got this segment. It's called Slow Down, I Just Want to Get to Know You. Slow down, we just want to get to know you. This is where we're going to ask Kali, just some random questions off the top of the dome. We don't know where we're going to go. We're going to get there. There's some little fun stuff. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay. So before we pop off this Slow Down segment, just a reminder, the Slow Down is brought to you by Lyrically Correct, the music trivia game. And if you think you lyrically correct, go to lyricallycorrect.com. Put in that promo code RAYH23. Get your 20% off all the products they have from Lyrically Correct. Then also tune into Lyrically Correct Fridays, where we have Cauliflower in the hot seat. Let's see what she did with, let's see how she did with the Lyrically Correct. So make sure y'all tune into that, all right? So, Kali, again, I want you to shout out all your social medias, all your platforms, all the things you want people to find you at.
Yes. My social media across all platforms is at Kali the Girl, Kali the Girl. And I'm on every single platform you can think of, even the new one, Spill, that's taken over from Twitter.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because her Twitter had some problems the other day, like some limit of how many tweets you can see in a day.
It's crazy.
It's weird, all right? So, you're a singer now, transitioning from the marketing PR, okay? So in this game, you have writers, you have producers, and you have the artists, okay? If you had to choose, would you have to go platinum as a writer or platinum as a performer?
Ooh. I think just for myself, because I would say writer, but I think it's going to go performer. Because that's the bigger challenge, and I'm always down for a challenge. And I feel like I would just be really, really fulfilled with being a performer, yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me your 3 biggest influencers in music that have influenced your sound.
Oh, I said some of them earlier, but definitely Ariana Grande, her harmonies, her vocals, her range, just all of that. I love it. And as an artist, I want to make sure I'm well-rounded. So Ariana Grande, Jhené Aiko for sure. I love her wordplay. Her riffs and runs are amazing. The third one, I would have to say Kehlani would be that, because I do like to sing rap. I like her flows. And she has like some toxic stuff too.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. I love it. I love Kehlani. I like her vibe too.
Yeah, I love them.
Okay. We get a hard question for you, all right? So you just mentioned Ariana Grande and my girl Jhené, which I love Jhené. Okay. POV by Ariana versus While We're Young by Jhené. Which one are you rocking with?
Well, what's the vibe? I just got to pick one.
You gotta pick one. Which one are you picking first? If you had to choose between just those two, POV by Ariana Grande or While We're Young by Jhené, which
Both
one you're
beautiful love songs. I'm gonna have to say, just because this song, just everything from the song itself to the production to the visuals of it, I'm gonna have to do While We're Young by Jhené.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a bad, no wrong answers.
I love POV, so that's hard, but it's Jhené.
everything about POV to me is just a perfect song. Just the way the different ways she sang on the song, the production, and just like the way you hear it in her voice, like damn, like you talking to me right now, like okay,
Self-love, yeah.
Self-love,
Yeah.
okay, all right. So you on your what'd you say, your fuck girl shit, all right? All right, Girls Need Love by Summer Walker.
Ooh. The Drake remix, huh?
Drake remix is fire too. Or Janae and her sister, Mila J, On the Way.
Ooh. You're picking like such good songs to put against each other. Dang, this one's hard. I think I would have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with Girls Need Love if it's the Drake version. Like,
Okay.
hands down, it's such a vibe. But that Janae song is good too. But yep,
Okay.
Summer got it.
Now, if you like covers and remixes, there's a guy I love, met him a couple times, real cool artist and actor, Trevor Jackson.
Yes.
He made a remix to Girls Need Love called Boys Need Love. If you never heard it,
I
should
haven't.
definitely-
He has a beautiful voice.
you should definitely check out Boys Need Love, his cover.
Okay.
And his music, man, too. He got a song called Right Now.
Yep, I know that song.
Every time I hear like he hits certain notes, I'm like,
I didn't even know he could sing that well. I was watching him in that TV show.
yeah, Grownish.
Yeah.
And he was, I think, was he on Blackish first or was he on?
I think he was in Grownish.
You know, he plays Superfly in the Superfly movie. He's got some bangers. So if anyone out there they like Trevor Jackson, check out Right Now. The Right Now remix with Wale is a banger too. What's the song he has when he was younger? I can't think of it right now.
I don't know.
I can't think of it, but it's he's talking about like he's being young dating an older woman. I can't think of the name of the song, but it's a fire song. I can't think of it right now.
Hey, but
it's like Here I Am or I think it's Here I Am or Here We Go or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, it's a great song. I'll
he's
put it
an
up in the video.
R&B artist who isn't like doing toxic stuff though.
No.
So, to your point earlier,
He did a remix kind of to Lovers and Friends.
ooh,
It's kind of his version's like Why We Just Friends or something like that. It's really he's got great music. I saw him. He was here recently with Eric Bellinger
oh, I didn't even.
on tour. Yeah,
Dang,
you gotta see, you gotta be hooked into it.
what a
you know?
missed opportunity.
My ears are to the street when it comes to these artists. All right. So, not all R&B is toxic. All right.
Right.
We are having right now. I feel like a renaissance in R&B with some of these ladies. So I want you to put these in order, okay? Any order you want to, okay?
All right.
Let's go. Pick Up by Jasmine Sullivan. I See You by Coco Jones. Hours and Hours by Money Long. Okay. Free Your Mind by Tim's. And let's see who else got a banger out. Let's do Medicine by Queen Naija.
Okay.
Put those in order
Remember all
from
of them.
5 to 1.
One being the best.
1 being the best.
Okay. Oh, I forgot someone. I'm gonna have to put Medicine as 5.
Okay.
Great song, old song though.
It's older.
But, But yeah. What was the? You said.
I said Free Your Mind by Tim's. Pick Up by Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
I See You by Coco Jones.
Okay,
And
okay.
Hours and Hours by Money Long.
People might not agree with me on this one, but I'm gonna put I See You as 4.
Okay.
I just think it's only because I've like kind of burnt out of that song. I've heard it like all over TikTok, all over social media. Still such a great song. I'm gonna go Thames at number 3. Pick Up at number 2, and then Hours and Hours at number 1.
Okay.
Because that song was a masterpiece.
Yeah. There's a couple of versions I've heard of it. There's one with August Alsina where he's just, I'm like, damn, August, okay. Then, Usher is just now on the remix.
Yes, I
they
heard
they
that.
just launched maybe like a week or so ago. They just dropped that bad boy. Okay. All right. So, being an artist, you like to collab with people, okay?
Love to.
Top 5 dream collabs for you.
Ooh. Not in any order specifically, but we already know the 3 that I said earlier is going to be on it, like Janae, 100%. I would also love to be on your record label, Janae. A Lil. Ariana Grande would be insane. I would love to do that. I think I'm gonna have to continue to work on my vocals and get way better, but I'm gonna get there. Kehlani would be dope. I think we could make a really good Toxic song together, even though I know she's not really riding that wave right now, but if you ever get back on it, I'm here. But the other two, this is tough. I think I would want to definitely do something with Drake. I think Drake would be sick to do something with, and I feel like just to get out of like my comfort zone, but also kind of do something with like a rapper. I just don't know who I would like pick. Some sort of legendary rapper. I just don't know who it would be right now.
What's your definition of legendary?
Like someone who was from like the 90s, 2000s rap era.
Okay.
Absol would be cool to do a collab with.
You know who would do good? Be a good feature like type of music you're talking about? Wale. I think Wale just crushes that type of music.
Yeah, he's underrated, huh?
Very underrated. Very much so. I'd say the song that really got me into Wale was the one he did with Jeremiah and Rick Ross. Wishing for some private time. Tell me how we got this. What's the name of the song?
I don't know.
Let me get them ooh ones. I can't remember the name of the song. Wishing for some private time.
I don't know, but it sounds good.
What's the name of that song? But that's what got me into Wale. Like Wale, that's my guy. I fucks with Wale.
Yeah, he's dope.
I've seen him every time he comes to Dallas, except for one time I fell asleep because I was day drinking.
Oh yikes!
I remember the concert too. It was J. Cole and Wale.
And you fell
at
asleep?
Grand Prairie. I was day drinking earlier. Then I went to the house to take a nap, and yeah,
dang, that's disrespectful.
That was a dangerous game. I was like, fuck.
Not J. Cole too.
Yeah, it was J. Cole and Wale. It was bad. But I've seen him pretty much almost every time he's been in Dallas, other than that one occasion.
You were there though.
Yeah, I was there. All right, cool. So, when you come with music, all right, like I said, it's a mind state when you're making music, okay? So how important is it for you to like write something down when it comes to your like head, like, you know what, that'd be a good song right there. You ever seen Hustle and Flow? And they're like walking down the street and he pulls out his pad, like, you know what, that'd make a good song right there.
I think so.
He started writing. So
yeah.
how soon, like, something comes to your mind, do you have to like stop immediately, like, yo, I need to jot this down now because I feel like I could vibe to something like this?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I think every artist, if they don't, they have a notes section in their phone where they're just like writing down ideas. I have so many in my phone that's all over the place. But yeah, if it's a beat I hear or like a thought I'm feeling or just like something comes to mind, I write it down because you can't lose that. That's valuable thoughts, ideas.
Okay, now do you ever like, okay, I just heard a song on the radio, I feel like I can make something like this song. Do you ever do that? Like, okay, let me remember to write this song down so I can go back and listen to it again. Like, okay, I like the way they did this song. Let me do something similar.
In a way, yes, but really more so with like early 2000s R&B. Like I'll go back and listen to those songs and I'm like, because I love that era. And again, like I said, make music that you love to hear. And if that's what I like to hear, I like to take things from that. Like right now I'm kind of working on something, letting a little details out there. Slow Motion by Juvenile. I am working on a little something with that because I love that song. So I do it with that era of music. Okay. Yeah.
Shout out to his Tiny Desk, man. That was a banger. Tiny
Vibes.
Desk. Juvenile. They said "Back That Ass Up" was the greatest love song ever. And I'm starting to think, you know what? Maybe that is the greatest love song if you think about it. I don't know, because I would say to me the greatest love song of all time is "My Girl" by The Temptations.
It's a good song.
I think that may be the greatest love song, but I don't know. Thinking about "Back That Ass Up," like, girl, you looks good once you back that.
I don't know, but I've never seen a Tiny Desk performance where I saw the audience more than the artist.
Yeah. Yeah, that was dope. Okay, so to kind of get back to TikTok and like social media, I saw a video. This girl said, growing up and maturing is realizing that "I'm Ready" by Tevin Campbell is better than "Can We Talk" by Tevin Campbell. What do you think?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I know those songs.
And thank you for tuning in today's episode. Be sure to tune in next week.
If I heard it, I'm really, really bad with just like the names and artists. But if I hear it, I'm sure I would know.
I'm pretty sure you've heard. There's no way you're an R&B singer not heard Can We Talk.
Yeah. I'm just as bad as songs of names as I am with just names of people in general. So
I got you. After this interview, I got you.
We're going to listen to it.
We're going down memory lane real quick, all right? So I always like to wrap up the interview with these two questions, all right? The first question is, if you can give any advice to anyone, no matter what the topic is, no matter the subject, what would it be? And secondly, what do you want people to take away from the podcast you did with me today?
Ooh, two good ones. I would say the first one, if I was giving advice to anyone out there, it's really just to listen to your intuition and your soul, what it's telling you to do in life. I think especially living in the society of America, we just have so much pressure and we're grown up to be like, we need to do this and this way and go get a job, a 9 to 5. But if you're sitting there and you feel so unfulfilled and every day you're stressing out because you don't want to be there, that's your body trying to tell you something. That's God trying to tell you something, that your path is so much different. So just follow your passions, because once you're all in, he's only going to bless what you do. So don't get into this whole corporate America, the society, the pressure that we're going through. Do what makes you happy.
She's dropped them gems, boy. She's dropped them gems. And is it what you want people to take away from the podcast?
What I want people to take away is know your music. Nah. No, but just this is really for artists or creatives out there, because I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody grow. Make sure that when you're putting something out, you have a plan to release it in a really, really well thought out way. If it's marketing, if it's PR, if it's street work, go out there and do it, because everyone has something so good to share, but it kills me when like nobody knows about it.
Facts. She just dropped the mic on you, and she's talking about, I feel like she need to pass the collection plate. Like she just gave a word for y'all out there. But no, again, make sure y'all check out Kali, aka Cauliflower, out on social media, stream them Day Ones track like right now. Well, no, after you finish the episode.
Yeah, after.
So go stream Day Ones. Then again, go check her out. See, what she did with Lyrically Correct. See what type of score she got on that. And I start off the show with positive words, and I'm gonna end it off with a positive word. So I want you to get your swag on. Rub your hands together like you Birdman. Look in the mirror, tell yourself, I will boss up physically. I will boss up mentally. I will boss up spiritually. And I will boss up financially. Invest in yourself. It's your boy Ray Ray's podcast. See you next time.
Hey, get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink home, let's get it right. Getting paid, I'm getting paid. Roll one up, let's catch this flight. Pour another cup home, let's get it right. Hey, get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink home, let's get it right. Getting paid, I'm